Welcome to episode 2 of the Cardano Corner with Mike and Ian, the show that puts the spotlight on the Cardano community. I'm Ian in the bottom left.
I'm Mike in the bottom right.
And if you stuck with us after last week, welcome back. And if you are new, you didn't really miss anything.
I was terrible.
I thought I did pretty good.
You did pretty good.
This week we are going to change it up and be awesome this time.
Awesome.
So don't worry. Yeah, awesomer. Don't worry. We're still going to cover the news and the community, most of all. So let's get going. The week in review, August 17th through the 23rd. The crunch for Shelley is over. So what this means is that Charles gets a lot more time to present whiteboards and talk about upcoming releases, all kinds of things on YouTube. If you watch only one of these, I recommend the delegation portfolio one, which basically is the concept of allowing people to delegate to both a collection of stake pools and it allows people to share that collection with others.
That's the video he made that I think I'm most excited for. The ability for people to have portfolios and spread the wealth around to different stake pools, I think is going to really help the small pools. And I think it's also going to generate a lot of excitement for the entire community.
Yeah, there's no release date on that, but it's definitely something that they've had in the backlog for a while that they want to
definitely
push out.
keep an eye on that one.
For sure. Speaking of wallets and delegation, one of the videos he talked about was going over two major releases or two major updates that came out this week. The first being a new version of the Cardano node, which for us stake pool operators was really nice to see.
It was a lot faster.
Yeah, it sped up the transition between the epics.
And a lot of stake pools were having problems crashing between the epics too, and I think this took care of that.
Yeah, it added a few more stats that we can look into as well. The other update is one that is only on the flight version of Daedalus, but it will be coming to the production version, and that is to speed up the syncing when you first launch it, and also as the stake pools are being displayed on the screen.
I think everyone's real excited for that one. I have a wallet that's been syncing for 5 hours, and it started at 98%. That's just how slow it is right now.
We shouldn't have to be able to, or we shouldn't need to have to open the wallet over and over again just to keep it in sync. So that'll be coming, and that'll really fix a lot of those issues.
Yeah, hopefully they get done with that soon.
Mike, why don't you talk about staking and live staking and where we're at, what we're looking towards?
Well, we didn't get to the 50% that I was hoping we'd get to last week. I think there is still a lot of ADA stuck in exchanges. There's a lot of ADA also, I would think, in hardware wallets that haven't been able to move to Shelley. So I think those things still have to happen, particularly the hardware wallets. There's a lot of people with a lot of money that do not want to undo all the gains they have with their security in their hardware wallets just to be able to stake, for 3 extra weeks and get in there early. So we are at 41.84%. So not 50% yet, but it's been climbing every day.
And I think there's still a bit of education that needs to happen with the community. I do still read some posts about people that are simply not staking because they either don't understand the interface or they don't see any benefit of it as of right now. So
right, I think some of that will help when we get through 1 month of staking and we can start to see the monthly return on stake on Pool Tool.
Yeah, people are already starting to post their reward amounts, and once people see that, they will want to figure out how they can also get rewards. So that they'll start to do more research. That'll take it up a little bit. So for the community review section, this is our favorite part, and we have some pretty good posts this week. A lot of people are really putting some good effort into getting into the the architecture and doing a lot of fun things. So the first one we have is from Reddit user unitVocity, and this made a pretty good buzz on Twitter and Reddit when it first came out. He is creating a stake pool where all the profits go to enabling an integration with Shopify so that people can use ADA to purchase products through the Shopify app. And this is just one of many that are going to be coming out for various e-commerce platforms.
That's a super ambitious project.
I agree. He has a pretty good GitHub. It's already set up with a lot of information. So if you're interested in something like this, I'll put the GitHub link in the description below. You can click on it and watch it and see how it goes. Maybe contribute to the GitHub if that's something that you're so inclined to do. And again, another one to keep an eye on. I came across this tweet a few days ago from SmaugPool. They're a big uh, pool operator in the ITN, and they've made a pretty good name for themselves in the community. They have created a site that tracks all of the blocks that are minted, as well as where all of the staking is moving to and from. A lot of the other sites just track if the stake pool has received stake. This one has both sides, if you've received or if you've lost it. So I thought that was interesting, and the UI is very unique, has alerts and some things. So I just wanted to highlight this because Smaug has done a really good job with uh, creating something different that is still very informational and still very functional. Mike, this is something that you put in here. What uh, how'd you put this in?
Well, I came across this on Pool Tool, and Pool Tool runs their own site. They have enough people staking to them. They don't need to help any other pools. But when I saw this comment that you can see in green here about asking people to stake two pools with zero ADA just to help them out, I thought that was a good example from the community. So very nice from Pool Tool, and hopefully we see more of that.
Yeah, there's a couple things on some of the other sites like Ada Pools. They have a SmaugPool filter that you can click, just a single click, and it'll filter out all of the bigger pools and just show you the small ones. So that's another way that the small pools can be represented.
Yeah.
I think you had another one after this one too, as well.
Yeah, Ian, I added a very interesting post that I saw um, from Reddit user wetwoodfloors, who asks, can you lose money staking? And this goes to what you were talking about a couple minutes ago, that there's still a lot of confusion with staking. There's some distrust in the cryptocurrency community. People aren't sure if they hand their coins over, if it transfers out of their wallet into someone else's control. So as Cardano enthusiasts, those of us who are in the forums a lot, we're aware of all these things, but new people coming in, they don't know what's going on. And so one of the things I liked about this was the number of Reddit users that jumped in to explain it in a very understanding tone. User Janesta7 wrote a very good explanation about how the digital assets are handled. I liked what Option Plebe wrote, a Reddit user, who explained how staking rewards are calculated. Those are the kind of helpful things we're going to need if we're going to get more people into the Cardano community and staking successfully.
For sure. That's good.
Here's another interesting one I added from user mvanvoorden. He posted that he has an idea for a potentially billion-dollar legit disruptive DeFi project. There's been a lot of people posting interesting projects. Is this a billion-dollar project? I don't know. But what I liked about this was he posted he was looking to gather a team, and within hours he had responses from a ton of people in the community. So Reddit user Enjoytheocean offered him a nice non-disclosure form, and he offered help with marketing. Reddit user CRC128, he's an IP attorney with Python and SQL skills. I'm sure he's a busy man as an IP attorney, and he's offering his help, and that's just really cool from the community. Even down here at the bottom, we have Reddit user Alleung, who's a software engineer at Amazon. Like Amazon isn't busy right now, shipping all their stuff. He offered to help as a contributor. So it's just really cool to see that people can post, really cool ideas on here and get help from other people.
Yeah, that's great. And it's just the start. I think there's so many people that are trying to figure out ways to use their skills to further the community.
Right. So, good luck, user mvanvoorden. Hope it goes well. Hopefully, we'll see some results from that soon.
Yeah, I agree. So let's talk about what's next week. The epic just changed, so we changed the D parameter, which means 22% of the blocks are made by the community, as opposed to 20 from last week. So that'll be exciting. You'll see, again, more and more blocks being generated.
I'm sure some people want that to go a lot faster than it is, though.
Oh, yeah. And it will. I think it'll pick up the point, 0.02 is the minimum amount. And so we're testing that at this point. More exchanges, always more exchanges are coming online. There's some legacy exchanges out there that are just taking a little bit longer.
Yeah, there's still a lot of Byron wallets out there. I also would like to see some news on the hardware wallet front. So if anybody has any info on that, drop us a line, send us a tweet or something.
Yeah, comment below in the video. And then still hoping for 50% stake. That's a big number. I think that puts us ahead of a lot of other platforms that have not quite hit 50%. So that's a big milestone. So we hope to see that this week. If not this week, definitely within a month.
Yeah, definitely. That's it.
All right, well, that's it.
That's all we have.
Yes, that's all we got for this week. Short and sweet. So I appreciate you tuning in for week 2,
Subscribe,
episode 2.
everyone. Subscribe below.
Yep, we have our Twitter and Discord in the description. So join us, interact with us over the week. If you have something that you see that you want to have highlighted on here, let us know. We'll dig into it and definitely put it in the show. So
yeah, cool.
We appreciate it. Thanks for watching, guys.
Later, everyone.